So if you watch videos about LARPing, you've probably heard about Bicolline, a LARP situated in Quebec, Canada that boasts 3,500 players. But did you know that every year they host a giant themed ball? My name is Carl, and welcome to LARP Legion. Alright, so first up, I do recommend watching my other videos about Bicolline if you don't know about it, or else you might be a bit confused. So as I said, every year Bicolline hosts a themed ball called the Pourpre, or Purple Ball, where the GB gathers around, like I said earlier, 3.5k player. The ball still gathered hundreds last year. The team this year was Jabba Hal, also nicknamed the City of Golden Roofs. The city is inspired by Middle Eastern cities, so with sprawling markets and shopkeepers trying to sell their goods. Since it is a fancy event, many go above and beyond for their costumes to look amazing. Problem is, my character Grog is a barbarian, and it was kinda hard to find a way to keep the barbarian vibe and look fancy. But it was my first year attending, so I threw a kit together with my regular kit, pieces of it, and a few items from Larp boxes that I had ordered in the past. My friend Zane from Skull & Co., along with my friend Kevin, who were both in the guild The Pelt, drove from the States to go to the event and picked me up along the way so we could make our way to the event. When we arrived to the event, we came a bit early because Artisan d'Azur was actually offering a makeup service, which allowed us to look amazing and really added to our kits and kind of tied the whole thing together. Here's what my makeup looked like. It's as if my head was dunked in the blood of my enemies. Sorry. As soon as we stepped through the curtain, by moving it aside, we were automatically in a completely different world. The streets were filled with boots of merchant and guild boots, and the whole ceiling of the streets were made out of these beautiful silk curtains that kind of created this fake roof above the city, which made it for an amazing vibe. Some booths were selling food, fruit, something of the sort, while others were selling adventurer gears or jewelry. And as we walked through, all of the shopkeepers and merchants were really trying to kind of present their produce to kind of catch our eyes, so it really added to the feeling of walking through an actual market, which was a really nice thing. One of the booths in the bazaar actually had exotic reptiles and animals, and they had this beautiful boa that was curious enough and that came to say hi to me. It was a really good highlight. It didn't take long for us to find this spiral staircase that was going down into the ground, so we were like, huh. And there was this really cool tunnel that would go through one side of the venue to the other, so you could walk through it. Of course, we had to do like a little impromptu photo shoot of us in a tunnel. So here are the pictures. And funnily enough, actually, at one point we were in this tunnel and we decided we were gonna try to play Highwayman, but underground, I guess. And we were asking for people to give us their money, their goods, or their lives. Of course, it wasn't really serious and no one did, but it was pretty funny to act out in the underground and be like, ha ha, you stepped in the wrong neighborhood, fool. So after climbing out of the tunnels, we actually had to find my friend who was supposed to introduce us to the leader of Darganoth Trading Company, Yolva. Problem is, finding people at Bico is already hard, but now it was in a room filled with people. So finding her wasn't easy, but at one point we did find her and we had a really great discussion about the values and the goals of Darganoth. Now I just want to pause the video real quick because I want to show some of the amazing costumes that were at the event, because some of them were just so amazing and I really want to show how beautiful they were. So here are some of my favorites. it is after this discussion that our little party of three kind of split and we went on our way to do our own things. Me, I kind of just wandered and took in the sights, looking at everything and the costumes and everything. But this is around where I met with, at that time, my new friend, who is now someone I appreciate a lot, Naladros, and me and Naladros had some really amazing conversation. One of the activities that you could do at the event actually was when you enter the city of Jabba Hal. Before you did, they gave you a little clothespin that you could hang on your clothing or anywhere on your gear, and there was a game that was played in which it was pretty much, think about it as a sleight of hand game in the busy city of Jabba Hal. The point was to steal other people's pins to try to win a prize. So people were going around the market, kind of looking around through a crowd, stealing some. And you know what? I wanted to play. I should say Grog wanted to play. The rules of the games were pretty simple. You had to put the pin or your pins somewhere visible and accessible. I kind of started roaming around the city, trying to find a hit, but then Grog took over, and he saw a couple that was walking and that both had their pins. Pretty accessible. So Grog started sneaking around, as well as stealthily as you can be with a giant steel knot around your neck. But I kind of tailed them, and you can see by this footage that I'm kind of waiting for the good opportunity. But at one point, I kind of got bored, and Grog was hungry, so I decided to just stop at one of the booths that had free food, and I just started eating a bit, and that was that, honestly. So I had heard that there was going to be a casino at the event, and I was kind of really looking forward to playing because my friend said that she was going to be at the blackjack table. So I made my way over to the casino thinking it's time to gamble, it's going to be fun, but then I realized that you needed in-game money, solars, to be able to play the game. At almost every event for Bico, they will give you a little card that is called a population card or pop card. Those cards are really useful to the geopolitical game, but they can also be used to trade for certain things or get solars. But in this case, my friend Johan had told me that he could buy my piece, a little card of pop card, for 50 solars, which was a pretty good deal. By the way, little plug, if you're looking for a good merchant to make deals with, or maybe help him get and you rich, contact Johan. He's really good at what he does, and tell him Grog sent you. So at that point I was kind of stuck with the situation. Either sell my card for 30 solar at the buy-in table, or wait to find Johan, well, try to find him, and sell my card for 50 solars. So at that point, I was kind of like, I think I can find something. So Grog took over, and he kind of started roaming around, and then he found a peacock feather on the ground, but no one around with what seemed to be peacock feathers on their costumes. So Grog grabbed it, and he remembered that he had seen a sailor character at the blackjack table, but that the sailor character, pirate even, was missing something on his tricorn, a feather. So at this point I just decided, see, it is time to make the deal. Grog sat at the blackjack table next to the pirate, who, by the way, was named Kenway, and he made his offer. Grabbing the feather and looking at him, he said, I will trade you this peacock feather for your hat, as well as a fine pint of ale, for 1 token. And I will repay you the token with my winnings, if I win. So Kenway kind of sat there and squinted at Grog, evaluating him. And then actually, he did give me one of his tokens, and didn't even want the pint of ale. He actually preferred that I drank it myself because he found my offer pretty funny. So he donned the feather on his hat, we played blackjack, I actually managed to win some tokens, and paid back what he had given me as a barbarian promise. As the night ended, my friend Sai actually invited us three, little adventuring party, to the cabin that DT Co., Darganoff Trading Company, was staying. and we went there and actually had a blast hanging out with everyone out of character. We kind of had some sword fights, drank a bit more, and I also made some snow butt angels. It's Bico. It was really awesome to hang with everyone after the ball. There was also some Ordo Servi people there that you were a blast to hang out with, so I'm probably missing some people, but thank you very much everyone. That was a blast after the ball to be able to do that. After spending the after ball with them and hanging out with them most of the GB last year, I actually decided to join DT Co. I asked them and they were nice enough to accept me, so thank you very much DT Co. and just everyone in the guild for being so welcoming, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Now, sadly, this year's ball was cancelled as well as the GB. But thankfully, some campaigns are still planned for fall, so maybe I'll be able to go back to the lands of Bicolline, and maybe I will see you at a campaign or at a tavern night where we can share a story, a good laugh, and maybe a good pint of ale. If you want to support the channel, we actually add a design contest to make t-shirts where people from the Legion actually design some amazing logos to put on shirts, and they will be sold to make profits for Larp Legion to be used fully for the channel, meaning equipment, recording equipment, Larp boxes, because those are starting to be a lot to get for, and also for items, for giveaways, for the channel in the future. And also, for the first month, half of the sale profits of those shirts will actually go to each of the designer of the shirt, because Larp Legion is community based, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I've been Carl, thank you for watching. Make sure to watch all of the other Bicolline videos as well as all of the other LARP videos we have on the channel, and if you want a daily dose of LARP material, you can go to LARP Legion on Facebook, where I post LARP memes, LARP content, and just good inspiration for LARP in general, so head on over to there to join us. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe to join the Legion.